Ciao guys, my name is Betty. I'm from Prague Yoga Collective with two of my wonderful friends, colleagues, yoga teachers, yoga buddies, Lisa and Alex. And in Prague Yoga Collective, we just would like to deliver yoga to everyone who is at least a little bit open for that. And therefore we established this YouTube channel where we would like to provide you with short videos that contains tips, tricks, a little extras in transitions that can be useful for your home practice, or you can also imply these things in your practice when you are coming to the studio for a class. We are really enthusiastic about this project and super happy that it looks like you are also enthusiastic about it based on the comments and the emails and the feedbacks that we are receiving from you. So I would like to encourage you to keep doing this, and if you have any question, then just let us know. Let us know in person, in a comment, or on Facebook, or just find the most comfortable way to reach us out. The transition I would like to show you guys today, the asana and the transition actually, it's chair pose. Chair pose is something what we use very often. If you just think about Surya Namaskara B, it immediately starts with a chair pose. So it's a very basic and fundamental part of our practice. And there are a lot of small things that we should focus in this position, and we might not have enough time in a class to explain every single detail. So now I would like to go into it a little bit more thoroughly. So let's start with it. Let our toes touch each other. Bend your knees, engage the core, tuck your tailbone in, and we're gonna sit down. The arms can be lifted, just make sure that the shoulders are released down. So check it that you have a neck between your ears and the shoulders. When you look down, there is this little triangle shaped between the two knees. And you should be able to see your toes there. If you don't see the toes, it means that your body weight is too much in the front. So we would like to shift it more into the heels. If you want, you can try to raise your toes and wave to yourself with it. So knees together, body weight is in your heels. So we are fine under the hip line. Above the hip line, make sure there is no arch in your lower back. We would like to tuck that tailbone, holding the belly, and your Uddiyana Bandha is engaged, and your spine is straight. Remember, the shoulders are released, the scapulas are sliding down by your spine towards the hip bones. The arms are up next to your ears. If you see your arms, it means that they are too low. They should be somewhere next to your ears. If your shoulders and elbows are flexible, feel free to press your palms together. But if you have to bend your elbows for this, then rather keep them separate. Just feel the stretching, that you are really reaching through the fingertips, so the stretching goes all the way through in the side body. If we have a proper chair pose, we can try to twist it. Look up to the space between the two palms, or look at your thumbs. Take a deep inhale. And on exhalation, we pull down the two palms into Namaskar Mudra to our chest. In the twist, the left elbow comes to the outside of our right knee at this time. And let's see what are the key points in this twist. Make sure that the rotation is happening above the hip line. So you are rotating from the belly, from the navel area. It's a good indicator to have a look at your knees. If your left knee is sneaking to the front, it means that you are twisting your hip, and we don't want to do this. Your body is like being in concrete underneath the belly button line. So the knees are together and the hips are staying framed, they are square. The elbow is outside of the knee and the two palms are meeting in between the breasts. So it's not under your armpit, but really feel the pressure between those two palms. So you twist your spine as much as possible. Still no arch in the lower back. Try to protect the lower back by tucking the tailbone. Hands by your chest. And if you feel that the position is quite stable, you can turn your head and gaze up to the ceiling or up to the blue sky. The last important thing, or maybe not the last, but anyway, one more important thing is that don't forget that this is still a chair pose. So you don't want to keep your hips too high because this is not a chair. You want to sit down here. So keep the diagonal line in the spine when your head and the chest is higher than the hip bones. And there are many things what we can do from this twisted chair pose. What I would like to show you now is how to step out into our twisted high lunge. So look down to your toes just for the sake of stability. We're going to shift the body weight into the right leg to the side where you have the twist. The other heel, in this case the left one, can come up, and then it's up to you. We can make a few small steps, or you can make one big step and shoot back that left leg into our lunge position. If it's too much, option to drop down your knee to the ground. That's totally fine, because the point is to keep the twist in the spine. And if the spine twist is there, then we can work on the balance by stretching out that left knee, moving the feet still to the front. So we are still in this front position, and then we rotate. Palms are pressed into each other. And if you want to challenge yourself, then again, gaze up high and turn the chin over the right shoulder. So this is one of the many things what we can do from our twisted chair pose. And yeah, it's quite a tricky one. It can be challenging. So I would like to encourage you to maybe just push the chairs aside at home in your living room and give it a try. And one more important thing I would like to raise your attention, that as one of our goals is to spread yoga around Prague and around the world, the other thing is to build community based on the love towards yoga that connects us. In order to build this community and really get a little closer to each other, we started a new project called Yogis of Prague. You can meet people who can be a teacher or an office worker or a shop assistant that comes for yoga and has a special connection for yoga. And we would like to show you these everyday stories that can be, it could be you, it could be your friend, could be your mother, and just have a look at it on our Instagram or our social media and enjoy these tiny little stories that shows how yoga can be an important part of a regular person like you or me. Thank you.